Now's the time to spring into savings on a new Mazda at Team Mazda. Right now, get 1.9% financing on the new 24 Mazda CX-5, named the #1 compact SUV. The time to save is now on your new Mazda at Baton Rouge's Mazda dealer, Team Mazda on Airline.
That would be concerning and maybe set a precedent moving forward.
If you have plans to be outside, you might hit a couple of these little passing showers.
A drug bust and a few arrests made. Look at what they hauled in here.
Good morning. Happy Tuesday. That is a happy day, especially after the craziness that everyone went through last night. So we're taking a breath here as we kind of reset, getting you ready for a brand new Tuesday. And Matt, there's a lot to follow, from school closures to power outages to what we're in for today.
You know, it was a lot. Thankfully, the team here had us ready for it. Actually, about 7:15 last night. The two kids are still in the house. We put them in the main hallway, which is just abundance of caution, you know, because, I mean, the wind outside was crazy, sideways rain, and so I'm sure a lot of you folks were doing that, you know, as well. Here's the good news. You know, when you were with us yesterday morning at this point, we were fast forwarding. We were showing you in the moment the reality. It wasn't crazy on Monday morning, so we weren't going to just, you know, scare you with any of that. We just wanted to get you ready for what was to come. That was that first alert, you know, weather day. And man, that panned out, didn't it? Let's talk to Dr. Steve, see if we can figure it out. And, you know, it's a good thing you guys are here to warn us and let us know, because that right there tells the story.
Yeah, unfortunately, it panned out, right? Not what we wanted to see, but it was good forecast. Storm Prediction Center did a nice job of highlighting that threat unfolding yesterday. You can see that damage path right along I-10 from Lake Charles through Lafayette into the Baton Rouge area. Got a little less severe once it got east of Metro Baton Rouge. We thus far have 2 confirmed tornadoes in the Lake Charles area, one in Sulphur, one that crossed from Westlake into downtown Lake Charles. No ratings on those as of yet. No damage surveys done in our part of the world, although quite possible, if not likely, we had maybe a couple of tornadoes over this way. Here's what we had in terms of recorded wind gusts. Now keep in mind, we only sample a fraction of the winds that are out there, right? So probably had wind speeds much higher than this in spots. But the airport in Baton Rouge is 62-mile-per-hour gust. The top of Tiger Stadium, a 60-mile-per-hour gust, 55 Plaquemine. Looking at Acadiana, though, Lafayette, a gust to 79, 74 miles per hour recorded in New Iberia as those storms moved on through. The all clear sounded this morning as storms exit to the east. That's the good news. A little bit muggy outside. 71 Baton Rouge, anywhere from the upper 60s to low 70s for most of us. Now, here's the thing. Good news, bad news on sunshine today returning. We'll get more sunshine late morning into the afternoon. Helps with the recovery, obviously the dry weather, but it's going to be pretty warm for those without power. Low 80s at noon, highs in the upper 80s. Here's the other news you probably don't want to hear, but we are giving you a first alert to what could be some strong storms returning late in the week. Right now, the Storm Prediction Center posting a 1 out of 5 marginal risk of severe weather Thursday, pretty much area-wide. And then Friday, near north of the interstates, a 2 out of 5 slight risk is posted. So we'll have to track that closely. Why don't you see any green? Why do we go straight to a 2 out of 5? You don't see the 1. Well, once you get beyond day 3 in the Storm Prediction Center outlook, they only post something if they think it's at least a level 2 risk. So gives you an idea. They're highlighting that threat. Here's Thursday evening, some scattered storms potentially around. I think maybe a little greater threat into Friday as a cool front and that area low pressure move in. So do keep that in mind. We do have a couple of days here for the recovery to clean up and hopefully to get things in order before some storms return late this week. I've got Thursday's rain chances at 40%. Most of that be late in the day. Let's say 60 to 70% on those rain chances for Friday. Could trend even higher. First alert posted your early heads up to that potential of some strong storms. I think most of the rain exits early Saturday, so most of your weekend should be dry. And then we're into a hot and dry pattern next week, low to mid-90s for highs. All right, coming up on 7:07 with the check on the roads this morning, here's Johnny.
Take you out with our interactive map down toward the Prairieville area. Airline Highway just bumper to bumper, much more so than normal. Also Jefferson Highway getting into the act right here. Highway 42, this is the area of McDonald's is there. Got Frank's on this side of the Airline Highway. Very, very slow traffic in that area. Some due to possible power outage and signal lights not working. We we know of one for sure at the Behringer-Foreman airline intersection, and then we make your way up toward this area. We got Hushatu over here with traffic on Old Jefferson right near Antioch, and also a lot of traffic northbound on Airline Highway through that area. Once you get into EBR, it gets a little bit better. The interstates are not too bad from our Gordon McKernan First Alert Camera Network right here at College Drive. Now watch what happens as you go toward downtown. The visibility kind of decreases. That's the Acadian Thruway camera, and then we make your way to the bridge in Washington in that area, the old Washington exit, Louise Street on the right side. It's very foggy there getting across the bridge and into the Port Allen area. So we'll keep an eye on everything for you this morning on all of our social platforms. We're in clean up mode, 7:08. Lots you need to know about. Give us 60 seconds, and Matt and Liz will be right back. Stay with us.
Welcome back here to 709. Matt, we were talking about the severe weather damage. Thankfully, today, here in the now, we are in the all clear. But now that gives us a chance, now that the sun has come up, to work on that debris and to make sure people are okay.
And we're starting with what some of what that has left behind. And we've got right now, what we have is school closures, actually. This is a list of school closures because of some of the power outages and everything that storm left behind. So you see a number of schools in East Baton Rouge Parish. It works out to about 9. The district as a whole is open, but you got about 9 individual schools in the parish that are closed. Plus, you also have Zachary, which would be an EBR. The entire school district of Zachary shut down. But look at Iberville and Point Capee and West Baton Rouge also shut down today, Liz, because power outages.
You also got the city of Baker saying that their classes will be canceled today. Only one school in Ascension Parish, that's Bluff Middle School, they're going to be closed today because that school doesn't have any power right now. As we get updates on all of these, we're going to let you know here. But at 7:10, Matt, that is the running list of closures that we're keeping our eyes on.
You mentioned the damage left behind, and you always hope for the very, very, very best, right? That everybody's been able to make it out safely, make it through this safely. Not the case in West Baton Rouge last night.
We're told a woman was killed after a tree fell on her mobile home. This is off of Rougon Road there off of 190, the West Baton Rouge Parish there in Irwinville. We're told a 5-year-old boy and a man was also rescued from that mobile home, but the woman did not make that. The coroner's office working with the sheriff's office to share her identity after they've let the family know. We've been checking in with the West Baton Rouge Sheriff's Office, who tells us the condition has not changed of the 2 rescued. As that updates, we're going to let you know about that as well.
To Livingston Parish, and a scene that is, you know what, this could be, doesn't have to be Livingston Parish, this could be anywhere across much of South Louisiana right now. A big tree across the road. They're working obviously to clean a lot of this. Again, this is Livingston Parish. Debris is going to be the name of the game for a lot of folks today as they kind of get out and about. But again, this is just that one shot in Livingston Parish out to the east of Baton Rouge. Now, Liz, if you go west of Baton Rouge, a little further west, out of the viewing area, in fact, a place like Sulphur, getting this.
So we've just heard from Steve right in that forecast, a confirmed tornado. The National Weather Service claims there in Sulphur, Louisiana. As Matt said, this is where we were tracking those line of storms before, like 5 to 6 p.m. Monday. Yeah, this was that scary sight for folks there in southwest Louisiana in Calcasieu Parish. You see a site like that, and we've seen some of the photos and videos that have come out of Sulphur, Matt. The damages are just insane.
Yeah, they really are. And to Steve's point, you know, the National Weather Service kind of out on the ground, surveying some of that damage and kind of putting an eye on that and seeing if something else maybe needs to be upgraded to a tornado or whatever, classifying these. That's all to come a little bit later on today. Also to come later today, we may get a little bit more word, a little bit more feeling on a fire. About 1 o'clock this morning, right? It wasn't just like storm damage that the FD had to worry about. They had a fire. This is where was this? Charles Street?
Yeah, this is near North Acadian Thruway. We're told 2 adults and a child is displaced here. Thankfully, the hard work of the Baton Rouge firefighters, they were able to stop those flames before it spread to the rest of the house there, but they're still out of a home as the fire investigation continues. Now, we're told again the damage here kind of minimal here, but the investigation into what may have started this, that's underway.
All right, got about 60 seconds or so left with you here, so I want to run through a couple things going on today you may need to know about. Gardier Job Fair in Gardier today. It's Ben Burge Park from 5:30 to 7:30. Going to have another one tomorrow in Zachary that we will remind you about, but today it's Ben Burge Park, 5:30 to 7:30.
If you are interested to find out what the riverfront could be like in Baton Rouge, the Downtown Development District is hosting a meeting tonight showcasing the ideas for how it could be enhanced. That's happening there at their main office on Florida Street. Be there by 5:30. They're going to run you about 2 hours and let you know what the plans could be.
Leaders in Livingston Parish holding a bit of a meeting today, a bit of a get-together, looking to review their master plan, so to speak, everything from the Jubin Road widening project to the Livingston Airport. That begins at 6 o'clock.
Heads up, Gonzales has an interim mayor here. Ryland Percy was selected last night by the Gonzales City Council. He will remain in this role until November. That's when the next election will be to fill that full-time position here. But that big news coming out of Gonzales City Council last night as the severe weather kind of got underway. Yeah. Ryland Percy.
Power outages, right? We've got still a number of those, as Steve joins us here at the desk as well. The power outages in the area. We've been looking at poweroutage.us, our friends over there. It really does kind of paint the picture. It's just a stripe of outages along the 10 corridor, exactly the path.
Yeah, I think towards the end of 9 this morning, you had what, like 66,000. Right. And I mentioned before I went to bed last night, which was 11 or a little bit after, I think we were maybe around 125,000 statewide. So at least we're trending the right way, but a little solace for those still without power, obviously.
Surely. We'll stay on top of that, let you know who is expected to get that back on. Keeping our latest on this for you here throughout the cut-ins throughout this morning, and of course at 9 News at 9.
Yeah, still much more coverage to come for you. We're far from done here this morning, and then of course as your rest of your day continues. So keep it where you got it. We'll see you shortly.
If you're looking for the perfect companion for family fun and adventure, or wanting to find adventure beyond the ordinary, experience all that the Toyota Tundra has to offer. Save on your new Tundra right now at Team Toyota, I-12 and O'Neill.